superior of sequences and theorems based on it. First, let us discuss about limit inferior and limit superior. So let Sn be a monotonic sequence. Here Sn is a monotonic sequence which is defined in R, and S be the set of subsequential limits of Sn, and this S is the set of subsequential limits of Sn. Now limit inferior, the smallest limit point of Sn. Limit inferior means the smallest limit point of Sn is called as limit inferior of Sn, and it is defined as limit inferior Sn equals to limit n tends to infinity inferior of Sn such that small n greater than capital N, which is equals to inferior S. Now, so smallest limit point of Sn is called as limit inferior. Now limit superior, the greatest. Here smallest limit point is called as limit inferior. Limit superior means the greatest limit point of Sn is called as limit superior of Sn, and it is defined as limit superior Sn equals to limit n tends to infinity superior of Sn such that n greater than small n greater than capital N, that is equals to superior Sn. Limit inferior means smallest limit point. Limit superior means greatest limit point. Now let us discuss a theorem. Prove that a number L, prove that a number L is the limit superior of a bounded sequence Fn if and only if the following conditions are satisfied. So this number L is the limit superior of a bounded sequence if and only if these conditions should satisfy. First one, for each epsilon greater than 0, for each epsilon greater than 0, comma, Fn greater than L minus epsilon for infinitely many values of n, for infinitely many values of n. Next bit, for each epsilon greater than 0, comma, Fn less than L plus epsilon, here L minus epsilon, here L plus epsilon, for all except finitely many values of n, except for all except finitely many values of n, here infinitely many values of n, here except finitely many values of n. To prove this theorem, there are two conditions, necessary condition and sufficient condition. Let us discuss first necessary condition. So let L be the greatest limit point. Superior means, as we have discussed earlier in the definition, L is the greatest limit point. Let L be the greatest limit point, that is limit superior. So what is given here? That is limit superior of a bounded sequence Fn such that, first condition, for all infinitely many values of n and epsilon greater than 0. What we have to prove here? L minus, comma, L minus epsilon less than L minus epsilon less than Fn less than L plus epsilon, as L greater than L minus epsilon for infinitely many values of n, comma, Fn greater than L minus epsilon. This we are considering as equation 1. This Fn greater than L minus epsilon we are considering as equation 1, as L plus epsilon greater than L for finitely many values of n, then Fn greater than or equals to L plus epsilon. This we are considering as equation 2. Here for finitely many values means Fn greater than or equals to L plus epsilon. This we are considering as equation 2. That implies for all except finitely many values of n, Fn less than L plus epsilon. This we are considering as equation 3. Now let us discuss sufficient condition. Assume the limit point L satisfies the necessary condition. Here what we have to assume, the limit point L should satisfy the necessary conditions. What are those conditions? Fn greater than L minus epsilon. Fn greater than L minus epsilon for infinitely many values of n. This is the first condition. Now second condition, Fn less than L plus epsilon. Fn less than L plus epsilon for all except finitely many values of L. Finitely many values of N. So now let L dash be the point greater than L. This L dash should be great. L dash is the point which is greater than L. And P comma Q be, this P comma Q be two numbers such that L less than, P less than, L dash less than Q. L less than, P less than, L dash less than Q. Now let L plus epsilon equals to P, which should be greater than 0. This we are considering as L plus epsilon, which is equals to P, should be greater than 0. This we are considering as equation 4. Now from equations 3 and 4, for all except finitely values of n, Fn should be less than P. Except finitely values of n, Fn should be less than P, so that L dash can't be a limit point, as L dash is greater than L. So L dash can't be a limit point, as it is L dash is greater than L, and neighborhood of L dash contains only finitely values of L. This neighborhood of L dash contains only finite values. Therefore L is the greatest limit point. So therefore L is the greatest limit point, that is limit superior. Hence it is proved. Now let us discuss another theorem. Prove limit superior mod Sn equals to 0. If and only if limit Sn equals to 0. Now coming to proof, let Sn be the sequence which converges to 0. So limit n tends to infinity, Sn equals to 0. That equals to superior Sn greater than or equals to Sn. As Sn converges to 0, as we are saying Sn converges to 0, then mod Sn also converges to 0. If Sn converges to 0, mod Sn also converges to 0. That is superior mod Sn greater than or equals to mod Sn. For all small n greater than capital N, there exists capital N such that mod Sn minus 0 less than epsilon. Mod Sn converges to 0. If Sn converges to 0, then if and only if mod Sn also converges to 0, which is less than epsilon. That is mod superior Sn minus 0 less than epsilon. If and only if mod superior Sn also converges to 0, which is less than epsilon. Now for n greater than 1, mod Sn equals to Sn. For n greater than 1, mod Sn equals to Sn. Then we can say that therefore limit Sn equals to 0. If and only if limit superior Sn and limit superior mod Sn equals to 0. Hence it is proved that limit superior mod Sn equals to 0 if and only if limit Sn equals to 0. Now let us discuss one more theorem. Show that a bounded sequence Sn converges to L if only if limit n tends to infinity superior Sn equals to limit n tends to infinity inferior Sn equals to L. Now coming to proof, there are two conditions, necessary condition and sufficient condition. First of all, let us discuss necessary condition. Let the bounded sequence Sn converges to L. This bounded sequence Sn converges to L. Then L is the unique limit point of Sn. Then L becomes the unique limit point of sequence Sn. Therefore, L is the greatest. Here, unique limit point we are saying. So, therefore, L is the greatest and the smallest limit point of sequence Sn. Therefore, L will be the greatest and the smallest limit point of sequence Sn. As we are saying, L is the greatest and smallest limit point. Then that implies limit n tends to infinity Sn equals to limit n tends to infinity inferior Sn equals to L. Inferior Sn equals to L. Now let us discuss sufficient condition. Let limit n tends to infinity, superior Sn equals to limit n tends to infinity, inferior Sn equals to L. So if limit n tends to infinity, superior Sn equals to L. If limit n tends to infinity, superior Sn equals to L, then Sn should be less than L plus epsilon for all n greater than or equals to m1, where m1 belongs to capital N. If limit n tends to infinity, inferior Sn equals to L, then Sn should be greater than L minus epsilon for all n greater than or equals to m2, where m2 belongs to capital N. Now let us assume m equals to maximum of m1 comma m2. That implies L minus epsilon less than Sn less than L plus epsilon for all m greater than or equals to m. That implies minus epsilon less than Sn minus L less than plus epsilon. So here we are taking this L inside. So this Sn minus L should lie between minus epsilon and plus epsilon. So if Sn minus L lies between minus epsilon and plus epsilon, then that implies mod Sn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than or equals to m. That implies limit n tends to infinity, Sn equals to, that implies limit n tends to infinity, Sn equals to L. Therefore, we can say that Sn converges to L.